Okay, welcome to the third episode of A Talk with a Whovian, the series where I talk to various cast and crew members that have been involved with Doctor Who fan series. My special guest here today is, you do go by Monday now?
No, I should go by Dragconifor again.
Oh, okay, never mind. So basically my special guest here is Dragconifor. If you don't know who Dragconifor is, he owns his own Minecraft Doctor Who series, where he plays as the 35th Doctor, and he's also ginger, so it's kind of lucky for him. What most of you may not know is that he had previous versions of the channel prior to that, and according to him, it lasted for around 6 to 7 years. During his I wouldn't say career because I don't think you make money off of this.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, what would you call it? Career, lifespan, or well, not lifespan?
I just
Because oh,
tenure. I think is probably the best way to describe it.
all right. So like throughout his whole non-payable career, he grew a massive fan base. He also included several spin-offs, and he is one of the many Doctor Who YouTubers I actually admired when I was younger. So I'm glad to have him here today. How's it feel to be on the show, the third episode?
It's good to be back. It's nice to kind of be back in the excuse me in the swing of things. So it's nice to talk about the shows and nice to talk about my career and go from there.
Non-payable career.
Well,
All right.
tenure, whatever you want to call it.
All right. So first question is, basically you can already predict if you watched the first episodes. How did you got to Doctor Who in the first place, and was it classic or revived?
I would. The technical answer, I guess, would probably be the revived series with Christopher Eccleston. I had no idea about Doctor Who until my brother was watching it. Like him and his friends were watching it, and he got my dad and my dad and myself hooked into it, and then then it just kind of started from there. And then I just kind of went down the rabbit hole of things, and kind of got me to where I am now.
Hole?
Well, just like the rabbit hole of YouTube and obviously everything like that.
Yeah.
And Minecraft Doctor Who started to come out, and then that's basically where it all started with the revived series.
All right, that's nice. Second question is completely different from the first one. First one asks, how did you got to Minecraft? No, dang it, I gave away the first question. Whatever. The question is, how did you got to Minecraft in the first place? And the second question next to that is, how old were you when you first into it, so we could make things more fun?
Oh, are we just like talking like when I just got into Minecraft in general?
Yeah, basically. And how old were you when you first into it, if you don't mind asking? If you don't mind me asking.
God, I have to think about that now. See what? I'm 20. I'm 21 now.
Yeah.
So I graduated 4 years ago, so I would have been 17. I want to say maybe like 12. Whenever I was in grade 8, might have been 12, 13, maybe 14.
14?
13,
Like in your teenage years.
Yeah, kind of like early teenage years. We were playing.
That's understandable.
Yeah, so that's kind of the age that I was at. And when I started playing it, I was in school, and it was part of my. Wasn't part of my gym curriculum, but we were just kind of screwing around in the computer lab, and a whole bunch of people were like downloading Minecraft or playing Minecraft online, like on the website back when you could. Back in the day, and
yeah, back in the day,
and so that's kind of how it got started. Then it kind of died for me, and then it started to pick up again around 2013. So I think like a year later or something.
I think that's just like the same thing for everyone. Minecraft keeps coming back like back then. Older kids would say, "Why are you into Minecraft? That's a stupid game." But now when you're older, Minecraft's more of the nausea type for. Am I saying this right? Nausea for the generation. So that's pretty interesting. The next question is, For your Minecraft Doctor Who series, what inspired you to make it? Like, is it another Minecraft or Doctor Who YouTuber? Is it another fan film in general? What are your inspirations, basically?
The inspiration from it was actually I think probably the most common answer that people would probably give was from Minecraft Doctor Who, the guys from Doctor Who Minecraft Adventures, now known as Pelican Productions, as I think what they are. So
Oh yeah,
Max and I feel like the other guy's name is Will, but I'm going to call him Hyperblob.
yeah, I
You
heard
know,
of them. I watched their series too.
yeah, those, yeah. So it started with those guys, and then it went over to Epic Jones and Epic T James, now known
Yeah,
as yeah, those guys, and then also to Rage 7800, and
uh huh.
then yeah, so like those were kind of the main starting points, like the main starters for me when I first started.
Were you into any other genre types of Doctor Who series, like any live action, not Minecraft ones?
Um, I don't think so. No, I mean I'm pretty sure I was aware of Dynamic Works 2012.
Yeah,
But I don't think I was really heavily into that. I don't think I really paid attention to it a whole lot.
that's understandable. So the next question is, your doctor is ginger, and so is you in real life, as I'm aware. So when you started your series, did you dye your hair? Was it just natural?
Like, well, my gingerness has always been natural.
All right.
I've been ginger since birth.
Yeah,
Um,
I figured that, but I just figure it would be fun for me to ask.
yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, no, I know. Like, at least I know with the 10th Doctor, he wanted to be ginger, and
Yeah.
as far as I know, there
Wait,
hasn't
no,
been.
it's the 11th Doctor.
Well, it was both. Well, it was both of them,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then and then as far as I know so far, there hasn't been any ginger doctor as of yet. So why not make me the first
Hmm. The
non-canonical
first
non-canonical first ginger
non-canonical.
doctor.
So it's like when you're suddenly born with a ginger hair, you just suddenly know that you're going to be the ginger doctor when
Yeah,
you first know it.
exactly. One way or the other.
So like you felt lucky when you realize you have ginger hair and you realize Doctor Who wants ginger hair, right?
I guess. Yeah. I guess you could put it that way. It's not like as soon as I figured out I was ginger, I was like I have to be the doctor. It's just more so just like I knew it was like a running gag. So why not kind of be, as far as I know, the first ginger Minecraft doctor, something like that. So
All right, so the next question is, so when you decided to do a Minecraft Doctor Who series at the very point, like when you suddenly come up with the idea, could you describe the history of your accomplishment from starting up the idea until that point from today? It could be long, short, or brief, like the history.
oh, um, it's kind of hard to. I don't know if there's like one major accomplishment. I think the whole fan base that I built around it before I decided to go
Yeah,
on multiple hiatuses. Like the whole fan base that was built around it, and the team that was built around it was probably one of the best things that came out of doing that series, and just doing everything like that. You got to meet a whole bunch of you got to meet a whole bunch of cool people that were into the same type of stuff
yeah,
as you were. Were willing to help out in any way, shape, or form. People who
uh-huh,
have now started their own series is because of me. People who are moved on to acting classes or to drama, theatrical
yeah.
type stuff. So that's kind of that's kind of the accomplishments. That I
So
take.
it's like the people that like you inspired, basically.
Yeah, basically that. Where you're, just basically that. The people who I've inspired to, go out and do their own thing. I've heard the stories. I've seen the videos. I've
Yeah.
seen, I've seen all that stuff. So I think that's probably the biggest accomplishment that I can take away from that. And I'm trying to do that again with coming back.
It's like you're not really focused solely on yourself. You're focused on others you inspired. It's like a father to a son. Like a father does not focus on what his job was. He focused on the stuff his son will do or daughter. Not mean to be sexist. Of whatever they're going to accomplish like that.
Yeah. Basically trying to, look out. Well, I guess look out for others in a way, or at least trying to
Yeah, it's a
pay,
community.
yeah, pave the way for for people to follow in my footsteps to become the next
Yeah.
doctor, to become the next great Doctor Minecraft YouTuber or something like that. So
All right. So the next question is, when you decide to, I think you already, answered this question, but in case you didn't, for this question, when you decide to do a Doctor Who series, why did you choose it to be a Minecraft series? Like, why not a live action or a Roblox? No, not Roblox. I'm kidding.
Minecraft, I found, was probably the easiest way to do it
Yeah.
because you had the Dalek mod. You could easily build stuff in Minecraft and kind of be able to get together with people better. I mean, now also Minecraft also has the or at least there's a mod called the Blockbuster mod where you're able to kind of body act and do your own stuff, and you don't have to rely on other people. But Minecraft was the easiest way to do it compared to something like live action. I don't think I could do live action. I feel like I'd be too embarrassed to do it. I
don't know. Maybe you'll change your mind in the future.
Well, probably not. I couldn't see that happening,
Right.
but
We'll see.
it definitely is. It definitely would be kind of cool to kind of dress up as my Minecraft doctor and to have a shed with a TARDIS in it or something. But Minecraft was kind of the easiest way to do it, because it's easy. It's easy to build. It's easy to, you have the mods at your disposal, and with a whole bunch of different mods that you can attach.
Well, I mean, like you didn't like when the first season of your series, you didn't use Doctor Who mods, unless if I missed something.
The original concept for at least with the first season was that I wanted it to be as Minecraft friendly, I guess, in a way as possible. Where you didn't want to have mods. I mean, Viola at the time wasn't able, or I wouldn't say like wasn't able to, or like wasn't or like
she didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, something like that. But that's kind of basically the way it was.
Interest.
And then Aeternos, our server that we use, wasn't really mod compatible at the time.
Okay.
So we weren't able to really add mods into that. So I mean, which was fine. Really, kind of really stretched out my creative ability to to put a story together and use what was around me in whatever world we were in to to kind of create a story about it. Later on, we did end up using. I think we used the Dalek mod in season 4 and kind of used it onwards. But but the original concept was to try and keep it as Minecraft based as possible, and then it kind of spun out from there.
All right, so you just used the limitations you have before you had mods.
Yeah, basically.
All right, that's cool. You still managed to create 8 seasons, I believe. Well, no, there's 9 seasons now. And for those of you, the audience who don't know who Viola is, she played the 35th Doctor's first companion, who also had the same name as her character. Don't know why. So the next question is, how long does the writing process take for the series itself? Like, there should be separate questions. When you first, wait, that was another question. I'm sorry, I messed up.
That's okay. No worries.
The question is, how long does the writing process take for the show, basically, overall, general?
Oh, it's right now. I'm going through a kind of a bit of a writer's block. I'm having a tough time coming up with stories. Thankfully, I have people like TLV and Ben, the Last Great Time Lord, able to kind of help out with that. So they're kind of picking up my slack a little bit. But generally, like, we didn't. Fun fact: we actually never did any writing for the
Wait,
first 8 seasons, something like that.
you
Like
didn't? Oh,
we never had a proper script. We never
oh my
had.
gosh.
Yeah, everything we did
Wait,
was kind of.
how did the story happen then? Like, do you just improv?
Yeah, basically, I had there was an idea like when Viola and I did the first 2 seasons.
Uh huh.
There was an idea that I had, and I explained it to her, and it was just basically like a whole improv scene from right from the start of the episode right till the very end.
That is
And
pretty cool, actually. I didn't know it was improv. I thought you actually written it down. That's actually really cool.
oh yeah, no, it was a lot of it was really cool to do that because like I felt in a way I really wanted it to be like I was actually the doctor. I was actually portraying the doctor, and I had to use what was
Like you're
around.
natural.
Really had to like use what was around me in order to create a story that first off made sense. Secondly, where there was the hero and there was the villain, and the hero had to defeat the villain basically and save the town.
Yeah.
So we never did any sort of script writing. It was just an idea.
Okay.
It was just an idea that we had, and we ran with it. And if we kind of got stuck somewhere, we'd either redo the recording, or we would kind of either add some parts in, take some parts out, some stuff like that. I don't know exactly how TLV's series went when he did seasons 5 through 8.
Okay.
As far as I know, it was kind of along the same lines, unless there was like a certain point that he really wanted to enforce.
All right.
Then he would like write it out or kind of like create a base paragraph that that we wanted to follow. And yeah, that was basically it. No, but except come season 9 with Mystery X, who's now portraying the 37th Doctor, he's not exactly available for recording. And so we do have to,
really?
yeah, we do have to write scenes out for that, and we actually do have to do a little bit of pre-work. Actually, go into our Minecraft world.
So like,
set.
does Mystery X record his voice?
Yeah, what he does is that we'll write out the script, which takes
Uh huh.
roughly a week, depending how much writing I can get done.
Seems like a short amount of time.
Yeah, something like that, and then
Okay.
which then's turned to it's a multi-process with season 9 and how we're doing it. As
All right.
we'll get the script written. We'll record as we're recording the first scene. We'll send the lines out for that scene. And then once we finish recording the scene, at some time, maybe a couple of days later, we'll get the lines back from our actors, and then we'll put everything into Sony Vegas, which is what we use to edit. Excuse me, and
software?
then and then we'll slap it all together with some music, render it out, and then we have scene 1 done, and we do the same process all over again. We send, as we're recording scene 2, we send scene 2's lines out, finish recording scene 2, we get scene 2's lines back a couple days later, slap it in Sony Vegas, and then go from there.
All right, that's cool. So the next question you already answered is, what editing and recording software do you use?
Yeah, so I didn't say the excuse me, the recording software.
Oh.
We use OBS Studio to record our videos.
It's a good software.
I've had problems with it from time to time, but it is a great software.
Did you what editing and recording software did you use for the first couple seasons, or was it just the same? Like OBS?
I think I used Fraps for the first couple. I feel like I used Fraps for like a very long time. Sony Vegas was also a product that I used for a very long time. I don't know what TLV did for his series. I think it was something along the same lines. But Sony Vegas I've used since day one. And briefly switched over to Hit Film. Wasn't really a fan of it, so I decided to switch back.
You don't like Hit Film?
Well, I find Sony Vegas, when it comes to editing, a little bit smoother than Sony Vegas in a way.
Okay, then I mean, I use Hit Film sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
and I never use Sony Vegas, so I cannot judge.
It's about personal preference, honestly.
All right, personal preferences. Who knows? Do you suggest me to buy Sony Vegas? If I'm planning to edit videos, which I'm not planning to, but if I do plan to edit videos professionally, do you suggest me that I should buy Sony Vegas?
I know a lot of YouTubers that have used Sony Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I mean, unless you want to drop like $300, something like that. I mean, I know that Hit Film Express is free right now, and it is a great editing software. It definitely does what you need it to do. The only kind of downside is that if you want like a certain effect, there is like add-on packs that I know that you can purchase for it, which I guess kind of makes up for it in a way. But I don't know. I mean, I think it really boils down to personal preference and what you want and what you want to get out of it. What you want
for everyone.
Yeah, basically like what you want to get out of your editing software. So I would do some research on it before. So I wouldn't really recommend one way or the other.
All right. Okay. So the next question is, for the audience, you already know Viola was a companion. After Viola's character died, Kate took over as the companion of the show, who also played herself, same name, I don't know. So for my question is, how did you find the actresses for Viola and Kate for the show in the first place? They're fan favorites of the show, as far as I know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Viola and Kate are definitely fan favorites. I think they're probably really the only steady companions that we've had. Because I don't think the 36th Doctor really had a steady companion. I think it was always mix and match between the two because 36 generally traveled alone. Finding Viola was kind of it actually has nothing to do with the 35th Doctor because prior to doing the 35th Doctor series, I did a 10th Doctor run because that was and still is my all-time favorite Doctor. And so I was doing the first couple seasons of the 10th Doctor at the time.
All right.
And Viola had commented on one of my videos asking to be in it. I messaged her back, said, "Yeah, absolutely, would love to have you in." And we did a couple of episodes as the 10th Doctor. Eventually decided to rebrand or restart as my own Doctor because I wanted to have a little bit more creative freedom. Okay. And so Viola stuck around with that and kept her as the companion for the first companion for the 35th Doctor. When it came to now Jason, who plays Kate.
Jason. Yeah, her name's Jason now.
Yeah. I really don't. I feel like I met Jason through connections that I had with somebody. I don't remember. Yeah, somebody. I don't remember who, but I don't remember.
What about like Samuel Grant, who's in charge of Dark Lake Films? Did you probably get her from him?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember how I got Kate.
Maybe you should ask her.
I really should. I should probably. I feel like it was through mutual connections, one way or the other. It might have been that, or I think it was kind of the same deal where she commented on one of the videos, said, "Hey, would love to be part of the series," and so I said, "Yeah, sure, come on in."
Like you're just welcoming at that point.
Yeah, I mean, we were always trying to find. I really wanted to build a team around doing this stuff, and was just really accepting anybody.
So the next question is, same question about the characters, how would you describe Viola and Kate's performances throughout production, basically?
They both did very well. I really have to. I think I have to give them both a lot of credit. I don't want to really favor one over the other. I think Viola kind of has a little bit of an edge.
No.
Because she really just ran with whatever plot I had. She really took to whatever I was doing and ran with it. It's the same deal with Kate. We didn't exactly see her a whole lot, but Kate's always been a supportive person, one way or the other, out both in the series and outside the series. Jason's a phenomenal person. He's
of course.
He's always there when you need him. Always there as an ear to have if you need to rant or vent or whatever it is that you need to do. So definitely, they both lived up to the challenge very, very well.
Sounds like you choose your companions well, or actresses or actors.
Yeah, I mean, Kate's actually back. I don't know if you've watched episode 1 of season
I
9,
seen it.
but yeah, no, Kate's back for a proper run as the Doctor's companion. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Next question is, um, did you know that Jason portrayed a companion? You do know this. I don't think you. I'm going to ask a question still. Did you know that Jason now is a companion in Dark Light's first Doctor Who film, Doctor Who New Dawn, I think? That's the name, yeah.
I did not know that.
You did not know
I
that?
did not know that. No.
Oh. Well, you could watch it if you want after the interview, of course. I
Yeah,
don't
of
want
course.
a copyright strike from
Yeah,
Dark
yeah, yeah.
Light.
No, fair enough.
All right. Um, so next question is, how did you choose Time Lord Victorious to be the next Doctor? Like, when you decide that your Doctor should not run anymore, and then you suddenly went to TLV and you suddenly had the idea, like, yep, it should be this guy who should be the next Doctor. How do you get that idea? How do you choose him, basically?
TLV came to me. He came to me early on in this series. I think this is when we were just starting season 3,
Okay.
and so he came to me early on and said, "Hey, would love to be part of the series," and said, "Yeah, man, sure." And so I really had no role for him. I had nothing for him at the time, but I checked out some of his stuff, which
All
we
right.
which we look back at it now and laugh.
Oh wow.
So there was the idea that I had at the time where I wanted to have another series going, and I obviously didn't have the time and the energy to tackle 2 series.
Okay.
So
So it's the Time War series, right?
yeah, so I passed that burden over to over to TLV and said, "Hey, I have this idea. I really like what you've done on your channel. I want you to take a stab at this series. In that time, I will try and find a role for you in this upcoming season." And he handled it with the resources that he had available to him very, very well.
Okay.
He casted really great people in order to be part of the series. He casted really great voice actors, and his overall performance and storytelling was something I hadn't seen before. He definitely was a proper Doctor Who fan, or he had notes and journals of Doctor Who fan fictions that he had written, and TARDIS
Oh, wow.
and TARDIS drawing designs, and like a real proper love and passion for the project. So
I'm glad.
yeah,
I'm glad to
so
find that.
so I hit him up. So he then portrayed the Ender Child. I think it was the Ender Child in season 3, because it was a whole focus
Okay.
around the Enderman. And
Alright.
so he portrayed him, and so then I hit him. I think, if I remember correctly, I hit him up after, and I went like, "Yo, I really like the Time War series, And we weren't able to finish it due to actors leaving and whatnot. We weren't able to get a hold of people.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
so I hit him up. I got in contact with him one day. I said, "Look, man, I really want you to portray the next character. I really want you to be the next guy. I really think,
That's nice.
really think that you had something going for you there." And so he kind of jumped the gun a little bit, because he ended up putting out season 5 before I could even wrap up season 4. So that was kind of unfortunate, but no. So that's kind of when we knew from there, and TLV has been my right hand
Alright.
man ever since.
Okay, that's cool. This was before. If the audience who are watching this again, this was before Luke Newman decided Dominic G. Martin to choose be a next Doctor. So Draconifor did it first. Uh, don't know if he knows what I'm talking about.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
All right, so you did it first. Those of the audience who are watching. The next question is, before you chose TLV to be a next Doctor, why did you decide that the 35th Doctor should regenerate, or, like, in other words, you should stop playing the Doctor at that time?
I think it was honestly to give somebody else a chance at
Okay.
the reins.
All right.
I think it was honestly just time. It was time to move on. I mean, honestly,
Time.
I probably could have went on with it forever. But as far as I know, no Minecraft Doctor Who series. Again, as far as I know, there may have been some out there already, but no Minecraft Doctor Who series had actually had a proper regeneration as of yet.
Oh,
In order from changing one original character Doctor to another original Doctor.
actually, yeah, you're right. As far as I know, if anyone wants to correct me or Draconifor, just leave it down, I guess.
Yeah, so I had no as far as I know, no idea if anybody had done that yet, and so that's when I had decided, and yeah, TLV just took the reins from there.
All right. That's nice. Gosh, I lost. Where's the questions? Okay. All right. So the next question is regarding the season 8. Why did TLV choose his doctor to regenerate?
Um, it w- when TLV was doing his series or his seasons, we
Yeah.
kept in very close touch. He was always bouncing ideas off of me, and I was bouncing ideas off him. So we always conversed back and forth about what the next story should be, and how the next story should go about. So we decided in season 8 because I had done 4 series. He was just about to finish up his 4th season, and
All right.
so we decided from there that yeah, it's probably time to have another doctor come in and take the reins if we want to progress the story forward. So and his regeneration that he did, or like the whole sequence that he did, was just absolutely beautiful. I think it's probably the most heart. I don't think it's like the most heart wrenching, but I think it's the most satisfactory ending.
Satisfactory.
Like the most satisfying ending that we've had.
Like the ending that you wanted.
Something like that, in order to kind of start the next phase of our channel.
Was that episode when TLV regenerated? Was that originally going to be the series finale?
Um, like of the entirety of our run.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the moment the episode was released, was that going to be the finale before season 9 came up?
We always had intended to do season 9.
Oh.
We always had intended to do it because at that particular time I was missing portraying the Doctor, and I really wanted to be back. And
Alright.
some time went by, a couple years, and just when I decided to come back, I went like, nah, we need to let somebody else have a reign, have a go at it. Mystery X, formerly known as Zeta Falcor, previously had played the 34th Doctor, but never really got a proper chance to play the Doctor because
All right.
stuff happened. And so I really wanted to make it up to him and give him a proper run as the Doctor. So I ended up passing over the 37th handles to Mystery X. So yeah,
Alright.
so yeah. So but
Toss the hat over.
but in order to answer the question, we always had intended to do a season 9. We just weren't sure how we were going to go about it yet.
All right. Okay, so the next question is, how did you choose your cast and crew members? Basically, yeah.
Well, I think I probably already answered that. It's pretty straightforward. People, hit me up and were like, hey, would love to be part of the channel. And I hit them back and said, yeah, sure, come on board. And kind of held like a mini audition sort of thing. I really wanted to get to know. I really wanted to get to know the people that I was working with, and really wanted to see what their talents were. Even back in the day when I did what did I do? I did I wanted people to create like a Minecraft Doctor Who short story, and I wanted, or it wasn't like a Minecraft Doctor Who thing. It was just like a Doctor Who thing in general. I wanted to do like a short episode because we were hiring, or we weren't hiring. We were we were
like
bringing
a
on
short,
yeah
like a mini-sode.
yeah mini-sode because we were bringing on people at that time because we wanted more voice actors, we wanted more body actors, and we wanted a whole bunch of stuff we wanted a whole bunch of people to be in on this project. So that's basically kind of how our quote unquote hiring process went. Was we just they hit me up, or I hit them and said, hey, we'd love to have you part of this channel, and then I just talked with them just to kind of see what they were like and if they would be a good fit for the channel.
All right. Next question is you may or not remember. So remember someone named I am Kakar.
Oh
Um,
God, yeah.
yeah.
You're
So,
gonna you're gonna you're gonna you're
what do you
gonna
have?
you're gonna paint me in a bad light on this one, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No, no, he's the one who stole. So those of you who
Fair
don't
enough.
know, this guy named Amikar stole his series, and he didn't stole it. No, that's the wrong word. He re-uploaded episodes of his series. Dragconifor took action. So what do you have to say? Is that right?
Well, I think stolen is probably the right word to use. I was going through YouTube at the time, just looking up people or looking up stuff people had made about me or people had made for me,
Okay.
and then I had came across a couple of channels who had re-uploaded my content. The first one was
Yeah.
I was completely okay with it because they had credited me in the description. I was like, okay, they're just a fan, whatever. I'm not making money off this.
All right.
But the second channel, which was IMC Car,
IMC card.
was re-uploading my content and passing it off as his own.
Oh.
And so
Uh,
I hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, dog, like, if you're gonna I don't mind you re-uploading my stuff, but if you're gonna do that, I want you to credit me, because obviously
okay.
I worked hard. Like, even though I'm not getting paid for it, I still worked hard on it.
Yeah, you have your dignity.
Yeah. So, and the dude just kept blocking my messages. Like, he wasn't
Wait, what
respond.
did you use to message him? Like,
Oh, I commented on the videos that he re-uploaded, and
okay.
I even inboxed him. I said, like, hey man, like I get it. Like, if you're a fan of the channel, that's fine, but you can't re-upload my stuff. Or if you're going to, at least I want you at least to like say like, hey, this is from the Dragconifor channel. That's
Yeah,
why I was okay with the other
it's
guy.
reasonable.
Sorry,
So,
go ahead.
continue. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah. So I like that's why I was okay with the other guy. But this guy, I was like, nah, dude. Like, you gotta re-upload. You gotta give me back my stuff, basically.
Nah, man.
So what happened from there is, so like I hit him up for a couple days, and he wasn't responding back to me. So I was getting a little frustrated with him. So I reached out
Alright.
to my fan base, and I said, hey, this guy's taking my stuff. I want you guys to just go and flag it. At least we'll get it taken down. Stuff like that. And
Alright.
the fan base rallied behind it. They were super cool about it.
Yeah, I was a part of it too.
Yeah. So eventually we got the videos flagged. The whole I hadn't intended for this guy's channel to be taken down, and I feel bad for taking down this guy's channel, because I didn't want the whole channel taken down. I just wanted the videos taken down.
Okay.
And I guess the way YouTube's algorithm when it comes to flagging and reporting videos works is that if there's enough of them, then it takes down the entire channel.
I'm not sure if that works for YouTube today, but like, if if the audience wants to check out the rules, then it's fine. Um, so the next question is, what do you have to say to him if he's hypothetically watching this episode right now?
He's
Like,
hypothetically watching.
I don't know him, so I never hooked him up.
I hope at least it kind of like taught him a lesson in a way. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, because I gave him multiple chances, to respond back to me, and we could have worked something out. Absolutely, we could have. If he was a fan of the channel and just wanted to re-upload my content, as long as he credited me, okay, that's fine. Whatever. But
All right.
but I hope that at least taught him a lesson, and hopefully he doesn't do it to anybody else.
Yeah. So, yeah, just don't. The lesson is just don't re-upload other videos. I should learn that. Basically, I didn't. Well, it's involving another channel I have. I probably will discuss in another video. So the next question is there a lost episode of your series you'd like to recover but couldn't, like, or any other video from your channel?
I don't think so. I mean, I know we did the reboot series, and I know that there was an episode missing to that, But
All right.
I honestly I don't think that there was a proper episode that was lost and and then we just never recovered. I don't think that there was ever really one. Not one of my series that I know.
All right. So on your latest channel, you managed to recover 7 seasons of your series and the movie, and the Doctor Who Adventures the movie, and the Time War spinoff. How are you able to recover them now instead of like for your previous variants of your channel? Like in one variant, you only uploaded 2 seasons of your series.
Okay. So I've always with previous incarnations of the channel, I've always had every episode except for the Time War ones. TLV had those.
Okay.
I managed to get them back from. I don't remember the guy. I feel so bad because I was super excited to have him back, but I don't remember the guy's name now. But I got him back from a fan who had downloaded them all or downloaded most
All
of
right.
them, and then he gave them back to me, and so I could re-upload them onto multiple different channels until I finally decided to come back and properly stay. So that's basically how I got him. So like every episode I've had is there. I just never really. I would only upload 2 seasons and then get rid of the channel because I wasn't feeling like coming back just yet.
All right.
So that's basically what it was.
So the next question is, why did you decide when you decide to come back this time? Why did you decide to make another? Well, actually, like you don't really need to have this question answered. You said you always want to make a ninth series, so I mean you didn't answer why. So why do you want to make a ninth series, basically?
Well, I think coming back now was probably the right time to do it.
All right.
Because I was going through some stuff at the time, both personal and online wise. I wanted
All right.
I wanted to just kind of separate myself from everything. I wanted to practically be unknown to anybody
Okay.
on the internet in real life. and then coming back,
Understandable.
yeah, and then coming back now was honestly now feels like the proper time because I finally have like a reason to kind of come back. Like I finally have like passion, for what
Passion.
I'm, for what I'm doing again.
All right.
And so right now came is like right now felt like the right time to come back.
The right moment.
Yeah.
All right. So next question is, that's literally the same question. Why did I write 2 questions? Okay, so the next question is, for season 9, are there any old or new cast members or crew members reworking it with you, like TLV or Zeta? Well, no, he goes by Mystery X now.
Yeah. So
So besides
yes,
Kate,
yes,
besides Jason.
yeah. So Jason's back. I'm back. I'm portraying Kotor, which
Okay.
is the eldest Time Lord of the Time Lords.
All right.
Mystery X is back portraying the 37th Doctor. TLV is back, but is kind of working more so behind the scenes.
All right. What does he work as?
He's working more so as a scriptwriter. Like
Oh, okay.
he just wrote episode 2, which I'm working on right now. He also does have a role to play in episode 2, so it'll be fun to have him back and working
like
with
the
him again.
Just like the old gang back together.
Yes, essentially when I came back, it was more so like I wanted to bring back immediate people. So we had TLV back, Jason was back, Mystery X was back as well. So I wanted to keep the circle small, and work with it that way rather than getting too big for myself.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, I'm here.
Okay, you cut off for a sec. Well, I mean, like, for those of you who are watching, you probably cannot hear the cutouts because we're recording different ends of recording. So did you finish answering that question?
Yeah. So it was yeah. So I
Okay.
just wanted to keep my circle small, and so I just wanted to with the people who I was recording with, I wanted to be like immediate people that I knew, and I didn't want to work with like a large group of people, sort of thing.
All right. Next question is, how's the production going for the series overall? Is it going in
Oh,
a fast pace? Is it going slow or is it going just medium pace, whatever?
I think it's a medium pace. I'm only really able to record when I'm available. Obviously, I
All
work a
right.
job and I have a girlfriend and life in general.
Yeah,
So yeah,
life.
so it's going at a bit of a medium pace. Obviously, we released episode 1 a couple of days ago.
Okay.
So obviously that's done. Episode 2 is actually coming along pretty well. So so probably like a medium pace is probably medium kind of medium slow pace is kind of where it's
Medium
at.
slow. All right.
Yeah.
So who's in charge of? Who's the head? Who's the showrunner? That's the correct word. Who's the showrunner for season 9? Is it still you?
Yeah, it's still me.
All right. Who's in charge of writing directing?
In charge of writing, I think it's a multitude of people.
Okay.
If I pass an episode off to somebody, I expect them to write write the script for it.
All right.
Recording, directing is myself because I do it all in single player using the Dalek mod and the Blockbuster mod,
Of course.
as well as some other mods mixed in there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's a I wouldn't say it's a one man project, but that's kind of the best way I can describe it in a sense, where like
Uh huh.
everybody has their own part to
Everyone
do.
has their own job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an actual production for a television series, except it's Minecraft.
Yeah, kind of something like that.
Yeah. All right. So why did I don't know if you already answered this. Let me know if you did. Why did you choose Mystery X to play the 37th Doctor?
Yeah, I did answer that. It was because he originally had portrayed the lost episodes of the 34th Doctor,
Yeah.
and
And
so when I came back, I wanted to give him a proper run as
of
the
course.
Doctor, with me actually taking the helm and working with him in order to create something. So that's why that's why I brought it
All
back.
right. Okay. For if you answered any other question, you don't have to re-answer. Just let you know.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind doing it.
Okay. So next question is: will the 35th or 36th Doctor, or Viola, or any other beloved character in the series will return in some way?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up.
Okay.
Um, yeah, no, I honestly don't know. I mean, obviously Kate's back for story purposes reasons,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I'm game to come back as the 35th Doctor. I think TLV's game to come back as the 36th Doctor. I don't know about Viola. I haven't talked to Viola in quite a long time, so
All
I don't know
right.
what her situation is. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I mean, if the time calls for it, or if people demand it for either myself or TLV or anybody to come back, then we could definitely try and make it happen.
All right. How's it feel to have Kate back? For season 9.
It's awesome. Like I said, she's super talented. Or Jason's super talented, and yeah, no, it's definitely cool to have him back because kind of like Mystery X in a way.
Mystery, yeah.
Jason really never really got like a proper run as the
Okay.
companion per se, besides portraying as like a second companion in season 6. So
Pardon?
portraying as
Go
this,
ahead.
yeah, so portraying as the second companion for season 6, and so we Jason and I were talking, and we really wanted to find a way to wrap up Kate's arc, and so in order to do that, we had to bring her back. We had to bring her back for season 9.
Um. So, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I forgot. I actually forgot. How did Kate stop being the 35th Doctor's companion? Like when 36th Doctor took over.
I don't know if there was actually really a point to when. I don't think we ever really found a way to kind of not write her off the show. But I don't know if there was like an actual explanation. But hopefully we're able to kind of tie up that loose end in season 9.
Hopefully. All right.
Fully, yeah.
So is there going to be an endgame to your series, not confused with Avengers Endgame, like a proper finale of your series. Like literally every show I know is literally canceled at this decade, as of now. Like, are you planning to end the series some way?
No. I think with kind of the newfound love for what we do, I could definitely see us going on for a little bit. So
All right.
I don't have any plans to stop making Doctor Who content anytime soon. I think I would really only stop if life kind of got ahead of me.
All right.
So that would kind of be the only way, or if for some reason anybody in the series decided not to portray their character anymore. So we would definitely have to find a way to either work around that, or if we're not able to work around it, then we'd have to shut the series down. But as of right now, I really have no plans to stop. It's just a matter. It's where I'll just go from here.
All right. Next question. When will you expect the season 9 to end? So,
I'm not entirely sure. I think it just depends on how much, or it just depends on what we do. We do have 6 episodes planned out, but in
all
order
right.
for season nine's end date, I don't really have one.
Okay. When do you think the second episode will be released? Like,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure as well.
all right.
It's all dependent on how much we get done in the day.
All right.
Again, if life kind of gets in the way, then we obviously have to do life first and anything over anything else.
Of course. Life,
So
especially in current situation right now. For those who don't know, it's the coronavirus thing happening as a recording.
if you if you if you don't know about the coronavirus, then you've been living under a rock somewhere. So so I don't really have a like an end or like a release date for episode 2. It's just whenever we get it done.
All right. Does anyone in your personal life know about your series?
My girlfriend does, and I'm
Okay.
pretty sure my family knows about it, but I don't think they really care enough to really comment on it. So, but my girlfriend knows about my channel.
All right. That's nice. All right. So, um, okay, I'm going to skip this question. You already answered it. So as of me and Draconifor already explained that currently, as of we're recording this, there's this virus going around called COVID-19, where it affected millions of literally the entire world. Like many had to stay home. Not people who work physically cannot work anymore. Like some do, but and most people have to work at home, just use computers to contact their bosses. So my question for Draconifor is, does the coronavirus pandemic affect the production of your series or any other aspect of your life in some way?
I don't think it's really well. I think kind of the only effect that it's really taken on me is that like I wasn't really able to go see my girlfriend for a couple months.
Okay.
Obviously non-essential travel and stupid stuff
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, no, I mean it's affected my place of work, but not really a whole lot in a
All
sense.
right.
And then it hasn't affected production of at all. I think it's really more so enhanced it.
That makes sense. Okay, so next question is, for those who don't know, he had this production company called Nexus Entertainment for previous variants of his channel. My question is Nexus Entertainment still going on?
Not really. No,
Okay.
it's kind of back to being Draconifor.
All right.
So yeah, I wouldn't say the whole team is back per se.
Okay. Next question is, have you ever thought about continuing Doctor Who Oblivion, another series he did outside Doctor Who Minecraft series? Have you ever thought about continuing Doctor Who Oblivion, Summerside, or just re-uploading them?
Oblivion, no.
Okay.
Summerside, we've been talking about a reboot, but I'm not entirely sure about that.
All right.
We do have another series, we do have another Doctor Who spin-off series in the works, done by TLGTL, but
TL.
Time Lord Gregorius Ben.
Okay.
So can't really talk about that just yet.
All right. Understandable. So are there any spin-offs you could recall? And I actually did make reactions to your videos. Um, and some of my reactions were actually deleted videos from your channel that cannot be seen regularly anymore without me just reacting to it. So are there any spin-offs you like to mention or recall?
Um, I I don't know.
You
I
know.
can't think of I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean, obviously, I know Summerside was kind of the next big project after I finished my run. After I finished my run as the Doctor.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah, I think it was really only that. That was the only other project that I really worked. Oh, you know what? No, there was Jurassic Planet. That was another one. It wasn't really a Doctor Who spinoff, but I managed to somehow
Okay.
bring it back towards Doctor Who in the end. Jurassic Planet was it was basically around the time when the first Jurassic World movie came out,
Oh yeah,
and and so I downloaded like
Chris Pratt.
the dinosaur mod for that, and
Okay.
tried to do a whole single player series with that, and that was one that I did. I completely forgot about that.
What about Kate?
Kate. Oh, did I do a spinoff on Kate?
I did a reaction on the whole series.
I did a whole series. Oh God. I
Yeah.
honestly don't remember that. I probably did, and I think that was because
It was a
and
series where
I
it's
think
revealed Kate to be the Doctor's daughter.
oh okay.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember that. But if it's not on the channel, it's not canon. Let's just put it that
All
way.
right. All right. Any video that is out you find outside of Draconifor, it's not canon. Just
Basically, yeah.
completely assume that. Yeah, just assume
Basically,
that.
yep.
Okay, enough about deleted stuff. So the next question is, a version of your Doctor has appeared in the crossover audio series called Doctor Who: The Dark Planet. Do you remember that?
Was that Limeworks's?
Yes, it's there was also a cat doctor.
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah. How do you get into this project? And the second question is, do you think there will be a part two?
How I got into that project was the guy from Limeworks had hit me up in my Discord
Yeah.
and said, okay, now I see it. Yeah, no, he hit me up in my Discord and said, hey, I have this audio drama that I'm doing with a whole bunch of different doctors, and I would like you to be part of it. I was like, yeah, sure, I'm down. I can definitely would love
All
to,
right.
and definitely love to participate in something like that. And so that's generally how it was, and I was just waiting for him to send me my lines, and I sent my lines, and we went from there. In terms of a part two, I understand that at some point that there was a part two,
There was
but
a part two?
there was still there was supposed to be like a part two in development. I don't know if
Okay.
that's still a thing or not, but I hadn't heard anything from it since, so I
Were
have
you
no idea
willing?
about that.
Were you willing to do a part two if he hooks you up again?
Yeah, I mean, if actually, well, really, if anybody wants me to be part of their series, one way or the other, whether it's reprising my character or voicing as another, I'm definitely down with that. So,
All right. Next question. On the YouTube banner for Epic Jones's channel, it says that it's associated with Nexus Entertainment. Is this still true?
that is not true, not anymore.
Okay. Um. So, why? If you don't mind asking, could you clarify why it still says associated with Nexus Entertainment?
I don't think Harry has really cared enough to change his YouTube banner. I think that's probably what it is. Did you catch
All
that?
right. I mean, I could hear it later. So,
Okay.
all right. So next question. So speaking of Doctor Who YouTubers like Epic Jones, I remembered in the first variation of Draconifor, you were in association with other Doctor Who YouTubers. Can you name some?
Oh, there was John Smith, Green Nuke VFX or GFX. Um, was supposed to do something with Epic Jones, was supposed to do something with Rage 7800. And I think that was it.
All right. Are
If
you
there's anybody else, I'm sorry.
okay? Don't take offense, anyone. So next, you already answered that. So the next question is, you voice Xylus in Epic Change's film The Omega War. Um, what is that like? What is that project like, basically?
That
Can't.
was a very fun project to work on. That was the very first time I've ever worked with James. It was a very fun project, and it still is a super. It's honestly a great movie to have been a part of and to voice act in. The story about it was phenomenal and really set up really had the potential to set up this whole Omegaverse that James had wanted to start, which is kind of like a knockoff Marvel Cinematic Universe
Oh.
type thing. So see, it really had the potential to do that, and so it was a super fun project to be a part of, and I'm still a little salty that I died in the first movie.
Well, why are you salty about it? Oh, you play a wise character. Wise characters always die, like Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda.
I had a sneaking suspicion that I was going to die in this movie, and I was right. And now
You did not know?
And no, I did not know. I was going through the script, I was reading it, and I was like, I have a weird feeling that I'm gonna die, and I found out that I died. So it's not like I'm actually upset that James killed me off.
Okay.
It's more so just something that I bug him about.
All right. Let's see if James watches this. I'm wondering how this is going to turn out.
Yeah.
So you keep if you don't mind me asking, you keep going back and forth, like deleting and re-uploading, deleting, re-uploading. Uh, can you explain those actions, basically?
Basically, with that, like I said earlier, that it was more so kind of like a battle between myself,
All right.
in a way, because
Like a man versus himself conflict.
yeah, something like that. Because it was like I wanted to move on with what I was doing with Draconifor, and it's nothing against the fans or anything like that, but it's hard to do that when your entire fan base expects you to put out one type of content.
Understandable.
And so it was hard. It still is hard to do that from time to time because everybody expects one thing from you, and they expect you to do that forever. And at some point, you're going to burn yourself out because of it. And so eventually, there also came a point as well where I wanted to move on with my life, and at that point in time, I didn't want people to know in a way what I had done. I didn't want people to associate me with this. I didn't want people to associate me with this or that. It was more so just I wanted to be able to move forward with not having in my past come back to bite me in the butt. Which is kind of a bad way of looking at it, I'm not like ashamed of what I've done in the series that I've created and people that I've met along the way, but it's I come from multiple different backgrounds. I come from a sports background, which probably wouldn't look too highly upon the series that I did. I wanted to I wanted to build myself as a brand, and I wasn't able to do that if I kept sauntering off and doing different type of stuff. So eventually what I had decided to do at that point was I wanted to be done with it. I wanted to move on from it. And so I ended up deciding to take the channel down, thinking that it might provide me a little bit of peace. Wasn't the case,
Okay.
because then from there there'd be times where I would miss it, and then I watch back the old videos. I'm like, these weren't half bad. And like I know a lot of people like them, so I
Uh
bring it
huh.
back. And then I got into my head again. And it's like, well, what if so and so people find it? Because I was working other jobs at the time.
All
And it's
right.
like, well, I don't want people to find out about this. So I took it down again. I came
Okay.
back, and I took it down. I came back. So it really was an identity crisis in a way. As like, what at the end of the day do I want to do? What do I want to be known for?
Yeah. All right.
And so eventually, when I came back this time,
Uh huh.
I really wanted to properly come back this time. And I want to be able to do it right, and I want to be able to do people justice.
All right. All right. Well, I wish you luck on that.
Well, thank you.
Okay. You mentioned on one of your videos you had a guilt for doing that. Can you specify what causes you to have that guilt?
Guilt
Uh,
of what?
you,
Sorry.
the guilt to keep going back and forth,
Oh,
deleting,
okay, yeah.
and you apologize for it.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, obviously, I'm sorry to the fan base that
Yeah,
that was built around it.
of course.
But I need people to understand that also, from my point of view as well, that felt like I was suffocating, man. Like I felt like I was felt like I was trapped in doing one thing because there was that, and I think also in the same breath as well, I kind of got inside my own head because when I put out other content like Summerside and the police RP that I did,
Yeah.
it wasn't getting the same amount of attention and the same amount of views as my Doctor Who series. So that was really discouraging in a way. I was really, really wasn't a fan of that because I just wanted to have people. I wanted to be able to build a multi-purpose channel and do things
That's
that
understandable.
do things that I liked and do things that I wanted to do, and
Alright.
yeah. So it was just more so just like a matter of like, man, like I'm just like I got inside my own head and just kind of went down an identity crisis from there.
Alright. Alright, well, alright. So, if you could undo a mistake you made for your channel, what would it be?
I think it would probably be leaving the first time. We
Right.
had quite the community. We had quite the fan base built around it, and so I feel like deleting the channel the first time was probably the mistake. Probably the second mistake that I made was probably rebooting the series,
Alright.
or at least trying to reboot the series. Should have just continued with season 9. I feel like I'd be in a different position than I am now.
Alright. Alright, well, it's good of how you managed to overcome these. Even if you didn't overcome it, it's still good like how you managed to still like at least improve on them and then eventually overcome.
Yeah,
So the next question is, how many variant channels do you remember having?
like just in general,
Um
or
it could
like
be, if you don't remember the exact number, you could just say whatever number in general.
well, I mean, I had like a multitude of YouTube channels. Like my very first YouTube channel that I had was a channel called Flaming People on Fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That sounds kid appropriate.
Well, that was back in the day. This was back like 2009 YouTube.
Alright.
So
2009.
yeah, so kid friendly, or like the emphasis on kid friendly content wasn't really known or really exaggerated as it is nowadays.
AK, it's the golden years.
Yeah, really. So that was the first channel that I did, and on that one there was it was kind of like the same thing that I'm doing now, but it was Lego stop motion, and my friend had got me into that, and so I was doing Lego stop motion Harry Potter, Lego stop motion Indiana Jones, and I did like a Star Trek series and a Marvel series later down the line,
I remember, yeah.
and then eventually decided to change the channel to the to the first Dragconifor channel, where it just showcased Minecraft gameplay and all that. I was a huge Minecraft YouTuber back then. Then it kind of switched into like a couple of spin-off channels from there, which aren't really important.
Okay.
And then but the Dragconifor name has really stuck since.
All right. So why did you choose Dragconifor in the first place, and what's the origin of the word?
The origin of the word came from when I first played Minecraft back when I was early in my teens. We were doing that Minecraft classroom thing that I was
Uh-huh.
talking about. Um, so I didn't know what Minecraft was at the time. I thought it was like a role play survival type game, something like that. Kind
All
of like
right.
an MMO. And I wanted to choose a name that I felt would kind of be appropriate for the game because I thought it was like
All
a
right.
medieval-esque type thing. I honestly don't know what I was thinking, and so I was just like Dragconifor. There we go. Kind of
Sounds
sounds cool.
mighty.
Yeah, kind of sounds cool. And so that was the name that I chose, and that's the name that stuck since.
Did you know that you could search your first variant channel up on the Web Time Machine website?
I did try that. I wasn't able to get anything.
Oh, really? No, like your first channel.
No, I didn't know I could do that. I mean,
Oh.
yeah. Depends which website we're talking about.
Um. It's called Web Archive Time Machine. Let me search it up. Wayback Time Machine.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that. I did try
Okay.
that, and there was nothing representing Dragconifor of any sort. I mean, I'm typing it up here now.
Okay. Make sure I have the original link to your channel if you want it. I give it to you right now.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no,
All
there's
right.
nothing. There's nothing about nothing that I've seen anyway. So, oh well, is what it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly
I mean,
don't
like
care.
I found it. Okay. Well. All right.
Well, if you found it, feel free to send it. But
Oh, okay. You say you just think. Okay. Never mind.
well,
All right.
I have I don't care as in I have no real intention to search myself up.
Okay. All right. That's reasonable. I mean, like maybe like you'll be understandable for YouTubers who start out and just suddenly search themselves up constantly. So I send you the
Right.
link.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. All right. Moving on, because no one can see the website, and to the audience, we're just talking. So what else have you been doing with your life besides YouTube? Like, what have you been doing besides your life? I know it's a personal question.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have a job now,
Yeah.
girlfriend,
Mm,
stuff like that. So there's nothing really about that. That's
all right.
it's just I'm doing me, man.
All right. So I remember in one video you received many fan art by your fans for the praise of your work. People even I remember like fans make videos about you. Um, and which ones? My question is, which ones are most memorable and favorite?
I feel like my favorite one comes from I think his channel name is still Minecraft and Star Wars.
Okay.
But I feel like the kid's name was Billy or something. Hold on. Um, yeah, so it was that, and he was super excited because he got to be. He might have taken it down now. Yeah,
Oh.
but it was a video. He was in one of my live streams
Yeah,
that I was
I was
doing.
in the same live stream too. I think he was, or maybe it was a different one. I'm not sure.
Right. Well, anyway, so he was super excited to even just be like part of my live stream, and so that was really cool to see, and to be able to like see that video. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, he took it down. Oh, that's so sad. Um, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
be part of
Hopefully.
that, or to see that video, really, really, really brought me a lot of happiness because it was like people are actually watching me. I think that's kind of when it sunk in. It's like people are actually watching me. People actually watch what I do and they watch my content. So it's like that.
They actually like what you do.
Yeah, basically. So it was really cool
Yeah.
to see that. So that's probably my that's even though it's not online anymore, it still probably is my favorite video to date.
All right. If the whoever this person is, if you're watching this right now, you gotta contact Dragconifor right now or something. He
Yeah.
like it would be really nice if you two could actually meet.
I'm sure. I think we've talked at one point or another. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Who
meet
knows?
again, like reunite.
Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, so my next question, the question is personally involving me. So I'm pretty sure you already know that I used to run a reaction channel and I made at least 13 reaction videos based on your work. Um, 9
Yep.
involving Doctor Who and a rest involving Sunnyside. And I wasn't all proud of them. That's one of the reasons why I ended my reaction channel in the first place. So my question is, finally from you, how would you rate my reaction videos? Be honest, basically. Just be
Well, I
honest.
mean, I honestly don't think they were bad, man. I mean, I think everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you do, whether you're doing the stuff that I do, whether you're getting into music for the first time, whether you're doing reaction videos for the first time. Looking back at something, like I sometimes still look back at my videos and I cringe because it's like, man,
Yeah.
like they look so bad, but they're the reason why I'm at where I'm at.
Of course.
So I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't honestly feel bad about the work that you do, as long as you're proud of what you've done and as long as it's managed to get you to where you are now. I mean, as the saying goes, always remember where you came from.
All right.
So I wouldn't. So I honestly didn't have a problem with your videos. To me, they were just another. They were just another fan reaction channel that was just appreciating the stuff that I do. So honestly, I
Alright.
wouldn't harp on yourself about it a whole lot.
All right. So you didn't answer the question. How would you rate them? So I'm guessing you're not going to answer.
Well, I mean, I just did, man. I told you, like, I like them.
I mean, like a 0
You
out
know?
of 10 rating. Like 0's the worst thing ever, and 10's the best thing.
Uh, I would probably say, like, well, I mean, if we're looking at it, content wise, would probably be a 5, because I mean, like, it's kind of a middle ground area.
Fine.
Quality wise
Understandable.
and quality showcase wise,
Yeah.
probably around like a 6.5. There's definitely room for you to improve
6.5.
on that. But I think overall, I would probably have to give you like maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. So
7.5.
that's not too bad.
All right. Well, I'm
There's
not. Go ahead.
there's definitely stuff that you can improve on it for sure.
Improve.
Or you could have improved on it. How do you keep going?
I mean, I haven't officially ended my channel, so I'm not saying I'm coming back. If anyone thinks I am, I'm not.
He's coming back. He's saying that right now. He's coming
No,
back.
no. No, I did made a last video on that channel saying that I might come back because I haven't officially ended yet because I keep tiring. It's just tiring, man. Reactions are dead now.
Yeah. I
Alright.
mean, it comes down to, the passion for it. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then stop, right?
Yeah.
So,
Alright. So, if anyone wants to watch any lost episodes of Dragconifor, you can find it on my reaction channel, I guess. So next question is also about me. So the next question is, every time I pass through your mind, do you think of me as the guy who makes reaction videos?
yeah, basically.
Alright.
You as far as I know, like whenever I see your name pop up, I'm like, oh yeah, no, he's a fan of the channel. He has his own talk show. He did reaction videos about my channel, so that's I know very well who you are.
Alright. Hello? Okay, I'll just wait till I can't hear him now. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Did you finish answering the question?
Yeah. So I mean, like, like I was saying, whenever I see your name pop up, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly who he is. He has his own. He had his own reaction channel. He has his talk show series over on.
Yeah.
and he's been a fan of the channel for a very long time. So,
All right. So, so the next questions will not be about me anymore because no one cares about that. So next question is the week. So if you don't know, the talk show is based on the wiki. Dang it, it's still about me. The next talk show is this talk show is about the wiki that I found. It also covers part of your content, not the full extent. My question
right.
to you is how could we improve on the wiki basically? Like how could I improve on your on covering your content? Because there's obviously some flaws there, like maybe misinformation or stuff like that, not like non-reliable sources, you know.
Well, I haven't checked out the wiki in a while,
All right.
but I feel like if there's anything that if you are to put stuff on it or like to improve on it, I feel like if anything, take down anything that's not relevant to the channel. So like
Okay.
I don't know if you have any or like have like the reboot series on there. If you do, then yeah, I should probably take that down. Because like
All right.
because if anything, I want like if you're gonna post stuff about me on the Wikipedia, post stuff
It's
that's
not
like current
Wikipedia.
or the fandom wiki account,
Fandom.
whatever it is.
No one calls it
Um,
the Wikipedia.
well, it's a
I
Wikipedia,
mean,
and um, post like post stuff that's um uh like relevant on what's on the channel right now.
all right, got it.
That's like that's as I was
That's
saying
your
earlier.
advice.
It's like anything that's on the channel is canon. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying, right?
All right.
But yeah, so like anything that's not on the channel, it's not canon, and I don't want it to be part of the overall story thing. I think overall though, I mean, I think doing a talk show like this is good because then at least it gives you insight about the series that you watch and that you're covering on the Wikipedia. So
Yeah.
I think doing these types of interviews definitely gives you kind of more insight, so you're able to add more information onto the Wikipedia
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah. That's actually true. That's actually the reason why I started in the first place. To like get more information from the creators themselves, like you basically.
Fair enough, yeah.
All right. So next, I promise the next questions will not be about me anymore because Wiki is technically
That's
about me.
that's fine,
Um.
man.
So the next question is there any advice you'd like to give to anyone who wants to make a new Doctor Who series?
Um,
I mean, after the virus is over, in case they want to do a live action.
well, do your research. I think it's probably the best way to put it.
All right.
Do your research and decide what style you think of content is going to be best for you. Whether you want to do it the way that I did it for like the first 4 seasons,
All
or
right.
whether you want to do it how people like Didgeridoo do their series.
Okay.
Live action's a little bit different. If you have like the resources and the time and the people available to you to help you build the TARDIS. Like, if anything, don't if you're gonna do a live action series, don't green screen your TARDIS. It just looks bad. Put
I think
put some
Luke
effort
Newman
in.
did that for his series.
Yeah, I know about that, but he actually has his own TARDIS now, right? So
Um. Yeah.
don't green screen your TARDIS console room. Don't do that.
Okay.
Give it a shot. I guess it could also say for like for Minecraft Doctor Who in general. And I know most people have probably built their own TARDIS. Like every series that I know of, is they probably built their own TARDIS in some way, shape, or form. But if you're gonna do a live action, don't build your own, or like don't green screen your own TARDIS console room. Put some effort into it. Get a shed. Put it down in your basement. Whatever you do, if you have the resources and the space available to you to build a proper console room, even if it's in your own bedroom, you
All
know,
right.
do something like that. But in terms of overall content, whether you're doing live action, Roblox, if you're for some reason doing that, Minecraft, or like even like the Doctor Who's that I've seen, like the My Little Pony spinoff,
Oh
which I
yes,
don't
that.
know why I'm bringing that up, or the
Don't know
or
why
even
you're
the
bringing that
cat.
up.
Yeah, I mean I
Yeah,
know it's a thing,
yeah.
or even like the cat one that I've seen. I'm
The
pretty
cat
sure
one. Oh yeah, that you
that's
did crossovers
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I know. I know there was that one as well.
All right.
Yeah, but do your research and decide what style of content and how you want to present your show is best for you.
All right.
As well, don't do it alone. Well, actually, no, sorry, no, other way around. Do it alone. Do it
Do
alone
it
to start
alone.
off. Do it alone because when you do that, that's basically how I got my start when I did the 10th Doctor series. If you have people to do it with, great, not a problem. But if you're gonna do it to start off, do it alone because in that way you're kind of able to you're able to find your comfort zone and people will come to you because
Like more
people at the
creative
end
freedom.
yeah because people at the end of the day are coming to watch you starting off, you know. So when you do your series alone, you come up with, and if you want to come up with your own stories on the spot, I feel like honestly that is the best way to do it.
All
Doing it
right.
by yourself and doing stories on the spot. It really gets your creative ideas, like creative juices flowing, and people are coming to watch you, and then people will come to you and ask to be part of your series one way or the other. And if
All
you
right.
feel, and if you want to bring people onto the series, onto your series, then do it. But yeah, I think honestly, in order for doing like Minecraft or like non live action content,
Uh
doing it
huh.
alone and doing it free handed is the best way to do it. I think that's probably the
All right.
best way for success that at least I've been able to find.
All right. I know a couple of Doctor Who content creators who do things against your advice. I'm not going to call them out or call you out. Just follow his advice or don't follow his advice. It's just you just hear from Drake. Just know it's from Dragconifor, the creator of Minecraft Doctor Who Adventures. All right. So the next question is there anyone you like to thank for the series, basically, like anyone who may boost up your confidence or the production in any way?
Well,
Like
I think everybody who I worked with, you know, definitely deserves some thanks. You know,
of course.
um, you know, you have Time Lord Victorious, Jason, Viola, everybody who's been part of the channel and has been part of the series in some way, shape, or form, definitely deserves some recognition. Even the fans, man. I mean, like we got 27 subscribers on the new channel right now, and
Uh-huh.
and a good chunk of that is either like returning fans or even new people that we're bringing in. So it's definitely it's definitely everybody who's been part of the channel in some way, shape, or form definitely deserves some recognition.
All right. Next question is how where did you get the maps for the series? I know some maps you build them or some maps you borrow from Minecraft sites. So where did you get the maps? And the second question is who designed your the TARDISes for your series?
So we get our maps from generally
Uh-huh.
online sources. We also have our own map in our own server with all the consoles and some sets that we have built on them. So it's if anything looks cool and kind of fits the bill for our story, then we'll add it.
All right.
In terms of console building, I have created every console that I've ever been in. I've created. TLV built his consoles from seasons 5 through 8, as well as the Time Wars console rooms. Any console room that's in that series, he's built.
All
The
right.
current one that we're using now for season 9 was built by myself, Mystery X, and TLV.
Okay. I don't know if you remember, but I did a little research on you. You appeared in a video by someone named Haven Crafters.
Yep.
Do you still keep in touch with him, or were you just a one-time guest star? You were playing in a Toy Story 2 map.
Yeah. So that was so a little bit of backstory on that. That was when I was just doing straight Minecraft content
Uh-huh.
back in the day. So I actually know the guy from Haven Crafters in real life.
All right.
And
Oh, cool.
so we talked on a regular. We hung out on a regular, And eventually, just time, man. We just drifted apart over time. He started doing his own thing. I started doing my own thing. So, yeah, no, I definitely remember that. It's obviously one that's still probably one of the most viewed videos that I think is on there.
All right. Do you guys still keep in touch in some way?
I talked to him once, like a long time. Well, not like a long time ago, but a long time ago enough.
Alright.
But no, he's like I said, he's off and doing his own thing now, and all the best to him.
All right. All right. So next question is, I know you're good. As far as I know you're good with microphones. Could you give me advice? Could you give me advice, or any other talk show host, not about me? Could you give anyone advice about making an audio series?
Um,
Mic advice, like for microphones.
I well, there's a lot more to it than just microphones. I have noticed a couple times in this interview that you have cut out. It might just be an internet thing. I don't know, and I know that I've cut
I think
out.
it's the internet thing.
Yeah, it might, and I know that I probably cut out on your end as
Yeah,
well.
we both cut out.
Yeah, so so I mean, it depends on. I mean, there's obviously a bunch of different microphones
Yeah.
that have different uses for different things. Like right now, I'm working with the blue Snowball Light, or no, the blue Yeti. Sorry.
Okay.
And so I've been working with this mic for a while. But I think in terms of that, I think also in terms of anything, if you're gonna record an audio series, you don't want to have two people recording tracks. You need to find a way to record your audio and then the person who you're interviewing as well, because you're going to probably run into somebody who's not able to record their audio for whatever reason.
All right.
So that's honestly, if anything, open up OBS and have the audio setting set to where one's picking up your audio input and where another one's where it's picking up their audio output.
All right.
And do it that way. Slap it in some sort of editing program, because I think some of them can render MP3 files or even WAV files, something like that, and just slap it into the editing program and go from there. It's either that or have it or put it into the editing software, or even just open the video, open Audacity, and then just record the whole interview.
All right.
From there.
Got it.
That's probably what I would suggest.
All right. That's good advice. I'll keep note of that. And anyone else who watched this video, question's not about me. Okay. So next question is, what do you think of the 13th Doctor, performed by Jodie Whittaker? What do you think of the Doctor?
I haven't watched the first 2 seasons of her run.
Okay.
I've watched the first season. Honestly, I don't understand the hate behind it. I know that the story writing, and I know that there's something going on with the Timeless Child that a lot of people aren't a fan of. I'm not going to touch on that. I don't know the whole backstory and the whole purpose behind that. But as far as I know, man, I don't have a problem with Jodie's run. I think she's doing an incredible job with the resources that are being given to her.
Well, you said you never even seen the first 2 seasons of her run.
I mean, I've watched like the first couple episodes.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched the entire thing. And I've watched like bits and pieces of clips and stuff like that. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I don't really have a problem with her. I think. Right. I know that a lot of people do have a problem with her, and I think it's more so the storytelling from Chris Chibnall, and I can't really comment on that.
You're the first. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have a problem with her. I think she's doing a fantastic job. I think it's great. That a woman doctor is introduced to the series.
I could disagree with that, but I'm not going to argue.
It is. I mean, I'm not going to like comment on like the whole feminism stuff like that. Like I don't really give a damn about that. I mean,
all right.
We saw it happen with the Master. We see it happen with the Doctor. So what? Get over it. Big deal.
All right.
Well, actually, I'm going to comment on that a little bit.
Okay.
Because I don't know if people will remember this. They might. But with the Night Doctor, the Doctor did say that there is the possibility of like him becoming a dog with no nose, or might have one head, might have two heads,
Okay.
stuff like that, right? So
Yeah, I
there
remember.
is there is that possibility. So
Okay.
imagine if the Doctor turned into something like that versus turning into a female Doctor. You know, there's
Okay.
that the possibility always has been there. You know, the Doctor's become a woman now. So what? Who cares?
Huh.
Go
It's
from
better
there.
than a dog with. So you're saying it's better without a dog with no nose.
I'm just saying that the possibility of the Doctor turning into anybody goes from there.
Anyone. All right.
Yeah, basically, right? I mean, because it's the same deal with the fifth Doctor regenerating into the sixth Doctor. I know that Colin Baker had played a different character during Davidson's run. Same thing with Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's always has been the possibility of the Doctor turning into a woman. I'm
Okay,
not.
I
I'm
see
just.
your
I'm.
point.
I'm just. I'm just not going to make a big deal that I
Yeah.
know both sides of the argument have made that
I
the
mean, like,
feminists
I
are
could
like,
literally debate with you right now, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
fair. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Fair enough. I'm just gonna end it off at this. I don't care one way or the other. I'm not saying that the feminists are like are right by screaming, "Hey, the Doctor's a female now," and I'm also not going to say that the diehard fans are losing their minds over the Doctor being a
Oh,
female.
yeah.
Either way, I don't care. If the series is good, I'm okay with it.
Do you know you're the first guest star of my series to actually not criticize the 13th Doctor at all? The first
I'm
two
just
guests I have had problems with it.
I'm just saying that also might just be that people would probably try and use the argument against me of trying to of ignorance that because I haven't watched the first two seasons of Jodie's run. I'm just one of those people that doesn't make a big deal out of things, man.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's all it is.
I just don't make a big deal out of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's really all it is. I know that I have probably
Yeah.
like even with my series, I know people that I know that there are probably people who don't like the stories and the stuff that I've done with
All right.
with my characters. But do I care? Not really. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it.
All right. Okay, so enough with that heated argument. And the next question is, it's the last question. Is there a message you'd like to say to the audience, basically?
Oh well, I just want to say to people who have returned to the channel, thank you. Thank you
Okay.
for taking a chance on me.
Alright.
And for coming back. I really hope to deliver something awesome to everybody. And to everybody who's listening to this podcast, hopefully you guys come over, check me out.
Alright,
Would definitely
check him out.
definitely would love to have you guys be part of the Dragon's Den, and yeah, but just thank you for the support that everybody's shown.
Oh wait, I forgot one question. How did you get the art for the current Dragconifor channel, the cover, the profile picture?
There's a website called placeit.net.
Uh-huh.
And so on that website, you can do. Let's see here. I know that like my icon is technically classified as like a gaming, like a sport, like a game, like an esports icon.
All right.
On here, you can do T-shirts, videos, hoodies, like basically any sort of logo design thing.
All right.
You can do it. So it's placeit.net. You do have to pay for what you do, and you can't just rip it off their website. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. The very last question is how could you describe the current skin to the series called Whocraft that
The
you
dragon
use?
skin.
Yeah, the dragon skin.
That's basically just an alternative skin
All right.
that I use. Yeah, it's just an alternative skin. It's just based off the logo. That's all it is.
All right. Hold on. I found some questions missing. Hold up. Describe Yonkei's versus. You answered that. I'm just looking back at
No worries.
questions. It's kind of weird. I thought I up for climb. No. Did I ask what did you do on your YouTube channel besides Doctor Who?
Like currently right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I, I remember I had some other questions, but I can't find them on this document I'm looking at. Okay,
That's
it's
all good.
kind of, all right, kind of weird. All right, not so this interview as of now took 1 hour and 40 minutes, the very first longest interview I ever had.
I
So,
think I think I'm a few seconds behind. I'm at an hour 39.
okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Just yeah, I am an hour 39.
Yeah.
Well, it's around 40. Now it's
Yeah.
140. All right, so thank you, cause like thank you for this.
No
Like
worries, man.
I feel like I'm one of those people who have these long interviews that sound important. All right, so
Well, there was
uh
there's a lot of history that that comes with my name and my channel, right? So
yeah, yeah, of course.
you got to cover it
Yeah, I
all.
mean like we're not going to pair you. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, those are the last of my questions as far as I know. Thank you for coming on the show, Draconifor. It's very nice to have you here.
Yeah, man. It's definitely great. It's definitely great to talk about the channel, talk about the show,
Yeah.
and it's great to be back. It's great to be back here. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Oh God, I forgot one question. I don't know why it's not here. What what can you expect the audience to what can you tell the audience to expect from season 9?
Season 9 has a lot of complicated stuff.
Mhm.
It has a lot of I personally think it has a lot of story arcs that we have to
All right.
that we have to touch on, and yeah, it's that's basically what it is. And there's a character that is returning that I
Oh,
think people may recognize, and I wouldn't say they would be overly excited for, but I think it might be. I think it's a nice callback to one of our other series that we've done.
okay. All right, I promise this is the last question. So, Draconifer, would you? I don't know if you watch my series, but normally I get my guest star to say some cheesy ending to the video, and no, you cannot say "see a guy." Whatever. You normally say something at the end of your videos whenever you do a vlog. Remember? I don't remember what it is. Like "see you
Uh,
guys." Don't say
and
that.
all
That's generic.
okay.
No, it's supposed to be generic, but you said like too many times. So like, say some cheesy ending to end the interview.
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot now. Okay.
Yeah, it's getting
Um,
heated.
I can't think of one.
Okay,
um, hold on. I got this. I got this. I got
all right,
this.
you got this.
Uh Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Go subscribe to Draconifor. And until then,
All right,
Cowabunga.
Cal. That's little. Okay. All right. Yeah, just check out Drake Hofer's channel. I'll put a link to his I know he has a Twitter account. I'll put a link to his Twitter and YouTube page in the description. Check out the series for yourself. I grew up with. I didn't grow up with series, but I did admire his series at a young age, and it's something you would admire too. Unless if unless you're not in Minecraft, I don't know you. So goodbye.